We'll get Forex Factory up. Cool. Yeah, I saw the Apex funding update on the. What am I doing? Forex. I saw the Apex funding update on the. There's no more request dates, or it's been reduced from 10-day trading days to 8 days. It's really good. But yeah. So today, the main type of news we've got on USD currency is Empire State Manufacturing. Bearish, proper bearish news. As we can see, the last one, September, was 11.5, which is a big push up compared to the forecast, having a massive decrease down. So that means, what's happened here? Oh, that's just my thing. That means for price, obviously news didn't seem to affect this too much, but my anticipation is, so now I don't trade until 9:45. You know, psychologically it's much better. I like to wait for the manipulation. I call it the manipulation phase. Really it's 9:30 to 10, but I really think most of the time it happens at 9:30 to 9:45. So I like to wait for the manipulation phase to finish and then see where price intentions are. I was thinking that price is going to carry on going up until we sweep these weekly highs up here. But I was kind of hoping to get a potential retracement down and long from here. Like from these fair value gaps, because if we look at it as in like the daily range, right, is aligned with the 4-hour fair value gaps, and so is the 4-hour range. So it aligns pretty well. So there's two things that price needs to go down to, is equilibrium and these inefficiencies. You see how they kind of align. Obviously 0.5, the equilibrium is above a fair value gap, but it still aligns pretty well. And then on the daily, which was here, again it aligns pretty well again. So yeah, that is my intention. I'm going to keep on the 4-hour for now. But I was kind of hoping to have like a push down pre-market, even in that bearish news as well. But as you can see, we set London, Asia highs. We got these highs here. They're ready to be swept, and daily previous highs. It's all about just observing price action, see what happens. But if we go to the 5-minute, actually let's go to the 15-minute. You know, we could get some manipulation of this liquidity, this sell side liquidity, or sell side. Well, bullish fair value gaps, which is a SIBI, which is a sell side. If I might be wrong, but yeah, could get potential manipulation down and then push up, or the manipulation could be the massive push up, and then we might seek some sell side PD arrays. Again, we are in this 4-hour fair value gap, so we'll see how price reacts. And then above that 4-hour fair value gap is that we've got a 4-hour order block here. Obviously I like to do the whole candle, but I'll just mark out here like that for now. It's a daily and 4-hour order block. Yep, I'm correct. Weekly, not really, but on the 4-hour, the order block's actually a bit lower, which is down here. So does that align with the daily order block? Let's have a look. Yeah, pretty much. It aligns with the daily order block, so that's pretty good. So price could go into today and then come back down to rebalance price. That could be a thing that could happen. But yeah, we'll see. We've got 9 minutes to market open, and yeah, we'll see what happens. So it's now 9:45. We seem to have a manipulation upwards. I know we got a wick down here, but I think it's just a rejection off a 30-minute order block. But we seem to have a manipulation up here, sweeping some BuySide liquidity, which also went into a 5-minute order block. ES on the other hand, if it loads properly, we get a manipulation up here, then a push down. So it's very similar in price action. So yeah, that's what I think at the moment. Price could potentially go down now, although we do have BuySide liquidity above, but there's no, you know, entry that is a plus up yet, so I'm just staying patient. But yeah, so we have had like a manipulation, so it's a good sign. But yeah, we'll just see what happens. So yeah. Right, so I've taken a trade, end up being stopped out. I had my thoughts that we was going to take some sell side PD arrays out now, but clearly not. I've got a 1 minute market structure shift towards the upside. So yeah, just by the look of it, it's probably is going to go upwards now. So it's one of them things. What can you do about it? But yeah, it wasn't even an A plus setup really. Really, this is more of an A plus setup. Rejection of a 15-minute fair value gap into a market structure shift. I kind of want a retracement into equilibrium first. And I'll possibly make a trade. Okay, I will take one. Cool. Right. Cool. Target up here. Just do a 1 to 2. So yeah, I know I am now taking a second trade, but the first trade was so stupid and dumb. I need to deal with my FOMO somehow. To wait for the right confirmations, because I was thinking that was going to take some sell side PD arrays, but clearly not. We took some internal sell side and pushed up. Now we've got that market structure shift to the upside. It does look more promising. So yeah, that's how it looks at the moment. So yeah, I'll be back. Right, I've closed out early because really I shouldn't be taking another second trade. I'm just going to do the right decision and just leave it at that. I took a stupid trade at first and I have to stick with that for the rest of the day. No matter what happens in this trade, I don't care. Quite frankly, I've taken a stupid trade. I ain't even going to do a trade recap on this one because it's a stupid trade that I shouldn't have, took. Even if it's a good confluence trade, based on my rules, I shouldn't have taken it. So I've closed out pretty much at break even. Let's just get rid of that. Let's get rid of this, and this. Right, so New York Open. My rules are now I don't trade till 9:45. So New York Open, we had a big push down. I take it entered this 30-minute order block, and then pushed up. After that, we had a big manipulation upwards into a 5-minute order block. Pushed down, causing a 1-minute market structure shift. Didn't cause a 2-minute or 3-minute or above anything like that, but it caused a 1-minute market structure shift, so it's like a displacement downwards. Retraced up into equilibrium into this 1-minute order block, and beautifully just pushed down. So after that, we got that push down. Then we had another push down. So to me, I was thinking it was quite bearish. Just going to take some sales liquidity out. At very least, this here. I took partials out and then reduce my stop loss. And then after that, so I entered. It must have been around here somewhere. Stops was probably about here. I was targeting London lows. And yeah, that's it really. I mean, I was at least thinking that we was going to take this low out so I could take some partials, but it didn't. Then we had a market structure upwards. I was thinking I'd take it long, but I closed myself out because at the end of the day, I should be only trading once, and that's that. So I really need to learn to just sit on my hands because I used to be able to do it quite well, but now for some reason I'm not. So I've lost 1.015%, I'd say. Just say 1% I've lost today. But that's it. I'm not trading anymore. Still, I get annoyed with myself because I'm taking like low quality trades, and the thing is that I have FOMO. That's why I'm taking it. See, on ES we swept these lows, these equal lows, whereas on NAS we didn't, causing an SMT. Bullish SMT, but on the 5-minute it just looks disgusting. For me to get a closure out of this range to determine where we're going. But yeah, it's not been a good day today again because I've taken a low quality setup. Was in this 4-hour Valley gap. Had a manipulation of a 1-minute high, or even a 5 and 15-minute high, into a 5-minute order block, which I thought was pretty smart. Displacement down, causing a 1-minute market structure shift. So it's not an invalid setup, but it's not A+. And then we did have a push up. I didn't enter straight away thinking that it wasn't like we needed more validation. Pushed down, came back up, pushed down, and then the time I entered when it came back up, got stopped out straight away. And that is that really. End of the day, that's all I can really do about it. I can't do any more. But see here, we would have been in drawdown now. So a good thing I closed out where I did. I shouldn't have even taken the second trade. Stupid of me to do so. But yeah. So the plan is now just observe the market. It's not going to take any more trades, but I just want to see how it goes. The 15 minutes so choppy because we're still inside this 15-minute range. Technically, you've only wicked outside of it. See here, we've wicked outside the 15-minute range. And to me, it looks like we're going to go down because we've taken quite a lot of buy-side liquidity into this 5-minute order block. So I was expecting just a nice normal push down. And then I entered that buy. I shouldn't have done it. It was just a revenge trade. So I'm happy at least I had the strength just to close it where it was. But I just feel it's going to go down and take sell side. I'm so confident in it. That's what I felt. And maybe I just got the wrong entry. But we did get an internal liquidity sweep. Clearly that market structure shift was an internal liquidity sweep and then another push down. Now we have taken these 15-minute lows, so I'll be interested to see how price acts. But I'd like to see like a 15-minute candle closure below. That'd be really nice. And then hopefully we could take out London lows. Daily previous lows is quite low down, so I doubt we're going to take that today. But yeah. Quite nice to see what happens. Let's get rid of that now. 15-minute. I'm going to put this down as a market structure shift, but if it wicks above, then I'm not going to count it as that. Wipe that as well. But yeah, so that was really my intention, thinking I'm just going to go around and take some sell side. Maybe we've only taken that 15-minute low to go back up, who knows, but we've been trading up since what, 4:30 this morning. We swept London, Asia highs. We have got these highs up here, but clearly haven't been swept yet. I should have just waited for a breakout of this 15-minute range, but like a closure, not a wick. But yeah, I should have waited, because now this could be a really good setup coming. Yeah, this is a nice setup. That's if it plays out the way it's hoped to play out. Cool, would be a really nice setup, I'll tell you that. Yeah, I'll be back soon. Right, so just as I anticipated, price is coming down. I hope that it comes down and goes into these 4 hour for value gaps. Could see an optimal trade entry here on the 4 hour into this fair value gap. That'd be pretty nice. But yeah, it's pretty much a bummer really, because I had a feeling it was going to go down because of that manipulation on the buy side, and then it went push down, that massive push up. So another just buy side manipulation, taking internal liquidity like myself, and then wants to go down. Good thing I did exit this trade when I did. I'm not going to talk about that trade anymore, the second one, because it was pointless. I don't know why I entered. I'm just happy I'd stopped it at break even. But yeah, I like to see price enter these areas here. I'll put my alert on equilibrium. And there. Maybe I just need to really wait to see what I want, and if it doesn't happen I don't trade. I need to be really passive about it. But my new rule is 9:45 to 11. Anything time past 11, then I don't trade. Obviously, if I'm in a trade, say like 10:45, then I'll stay in the trade past 11. But what I mean is, if I can't find a setup by 11 o'clock, then I won't trade. It'd be nice to see a little closure below the London lows. But yeah, it's just a disappointing day again, because I'm taking stupid trades. I mean, it's not the worst trade, as in it's not super invalid, because what I saw was we had a manipulation buy side, push down 1 minute market structure shift, yeah, and then we retraced back into that 1 minute range and rejected off quite nicely, it was respecting it. So I was thinking we was at least going to take this. I felt it was going to go lower, but we was going to take this bit of sell side. Hopefully this bit you know, some partial take profit areas. So if I was to get stopped out, I'd have way less risk. But clearly I was liquidity, because all this liquidity here swept. You'd think this liquidity here would be swept, wouldn't you? Here. But clearly not, and then a big push down. It is quite annoying, but at the end of the day, what am I meant to do? I tried my best, but I really need to start refining my edge, I think. Maybe this way I need to be on the 30-second, 15-second charts and stuff, because I can see what kind of candles there are on this wick. Let's wait for the 5 minute to close and see what happens. But except from that, I'm going to get off the computer and come back later. Be nice to have a close below, but if not, no worries. Interesting. Could see a retracement up. It'd be from about here to here. Realistically. Equilibrium is aligned with a 1 minute order block. But yeah, I do feel price today at some point it's going to come down, take these fair value gaps, and you'll get a push up. But yeah, that's it from me for now, but I'll be back later on. No more trades today. I'm happy that I did sort myself out where it was. I know it's $80, but I'm just going to call it break even. It's stupid of me to even enter. Let's just work out the percentage I've lost today. 1.16% I've lost today. We're up on the week, like over 1% up on the week, but I just need to have, I need to really strict my rules up, like make it super strict. Within this 4 hour, I'm just to make sure it makes sense. 4 hour value gap, 1 minute market structure shift after a manipulation of internal, 15 minute highs. Is it a 1 hour high? No, actually. 30 minute. So really, the reason why we got that push up. Hang on a sec. Right, that makes sense. Yeah, so that put me into a 5 minute order block. We manipulated a 30-minute candle into a 5 minute order block and a big push down, which makes sense. Does make sense. And this, if we get retracing equilibrium here, that'd be a pretty nice setup. We've got a breaker block here in the 15 minute. We've got a 5 minute order block that would be the best. What about it like that? That'd probably be better. But yeah, this would be a very nice trade. But yeah, it's one of the things at the end of the day. So yeah, I'll be back soon. Okay, literally a few minutes later, we had a massive push down. Yeah, we've had a massive push down on the 4 hour. Now we are in the optimal trade entry of the 4 hour value gap. This is the kind of stuff I have to be waiting for. Now, I'm going to talk about it in a minute, but I'm going to make a new rule which I think will help me. And that would be, say I've got area of interests on the market. So, on the graph, sorry. I could say my rules for today is unless it's in this area or this area, I'll be looking for a trade. If it's not in any of those areas, I'm not trading today. Maybe that will help me because, yeah, that's how I see it. If we inverse this fair value gap, this could be really interesting. I'll take another trade. And that would be, if I lose, that would be me risking my profits. Although we are in a very strong area now. I think this might set the low for the week. At least in my opinion anyway. Quite like that inversion fair value gap entry. I think we've got a 4-hour order block below as well. Yeah, we do. 4-hour order block here. Daily. We're entering the daily order block. On ES, again the same push down, only just entered this 4-hour fair value gap. On the 4-hour range, let's have a little look. Right, so we haven't reached equilibrium yet. Now this 4-hour order block. Either that or we sweep the daily previous low. Which would be extremely surprising if we did. I'd be very surprised. I'll set an alarm at equilibrium because that's what I'd like to see. Get rid of that 4-hour fair value gap now. So yeah, we have now tapped the order block, even the 1-hour order block. It is all, actually no, have we? Yeah, kind of. It is aligning very well. But like I say, it's either that or we suit daily previous low, and look, we're about to exit this order block. I mean, ES, close tapping to equilibrium. Yeah, look, we've exited the order block. Wow, this is pretty shocking, really. The daily, still on the daily order block. But yeah, my anticipation is correct. My analysis is correct. It's just finding the right setup. Like, I had a feeling it was going to go down and seek inefficiencies, but cool. Right, ES has hit equilibrium over the 4 hour range. That's good. As you can see here, tapped it. Now we have swept daily previous lows. Now, what kind of reaction can we see from here? Either that, or we just carry on going down, no setup. Interesting. ES has got its first bullish candle in a bit of time. Now, if we close a bullish candle, this will kind of indicate to me that the volume has changed, because look how much black candles are. It means bearish candles, grey is bullish. Cool, right. Let's start seeing some inversion fair value gaps from here. Let's get rid of that order block now. See if that was 4 hour fair value gap will cause a bit of a big reaction. Maybe then what I should have done is, when I entered here, should have had stops at the highs. Would have been nearly stopped out, but we wouldn't have actually been stopped out. But yeah, I'll be back for anything interesting. Alright, so we've been stopped out for a small loss. That's fine. Let's quickly do a calculation. Let's go look. Calculator. a sec. 67.75 plus. So I've lost $107 in this trade. I think on the 2 minute price going into this order block, same as on the 3 minute. Because we did inverse this fair value gap, hence why I wanted to push up. Clearly price wants to just go back down now, which is fine. But yeah, so 107 paper trade. $687 I've lost today. So 1.37% I've lost. So yeah, let's do a trade recap on this then. So yeah, cool. So as I anticipated, price came down. I was expecting really for price to go into this 4 hour fair value gap where equilibrium was the range, and then we get rejection up, reset daily previous highs. Straight after that, daily previous low, sorry. Straight after that, we get a market structure shift on the 1 minute. On the 2 minute, we inverse this fair value gap. Same as the 3 minute. I did enter as well in the retracement of it. I did accidentally add double the position. I didn't mean to, but it's fine. I sorted it out. Took some partials in certain areas. Should have put stop loss at break even really, but I didn't. And then yeah, got stopped out around, I think it was this area here, for about $100 loss. So yeah, it is what it is. But I've got a long way to go. I know that for a fact. But I know I'm going to make it. I know I will. I need to really I just need to be disciplined really, because the first trade I took, obviously it wasn't necessarily A+, but it wasn't an invalid trade either. I mean, I'm not going to explain it again because I've explained it so much times, but I had my reasonings, and I feel that I was just unlucky on that first trade. So yeah, and then with that massive push down, this is what happened. So I entered about here. Stop loss was here. Notice I get stopped out and then price goes my way. Happens to me a lot. So clearly it's my executions. Could have targeted down here 1 to 5, mate. That would have been beautiful. But it wasn't the day. Today wasn't the day, unfortunately. So it's one of them things. So yeah, and I wouldn't even found it as a second entry either. So I mean, I could have entered here, but it's not. There's not enough confluence to do so. But then obviously swept daily previous lows, 1 minute market structure shift, inverse a 2 minute, 3 minute fair value gap. I thought maybe buyers are now in pressure. And then obviously now on the 2 minute, price is rejected off. Well, at the moment it seems it's rejecting off this 2 minute order block. Obviously I can't say too much yet. Then on ES, pretty much same thing, but we hit literally bang on equilibrium of the 4 hour range. I'll say bang on actually, no, equilibrium of the 4 hour fair value gap. Market structure shift in 1 minute. 2 minute we inverse this fair value gap. So to me, it was kind of showing that we was going to go towards the upside. But clearly not, clearly not. But I will say that ES had quite a nice setup, although we didn't have the exact kind of liquidity manipulation we was probably looking for. I mean, we had some sweep here. If I can do that. Sweep here, market structure shift in the 1 minute. Could have entered here like that. Oh no, that's the wrong one. Stop loss above here, or actually here. I'm just going to target this fair value gap for our trade. But yeah, as you can see, wasn't a good day. It's funny because when I was doing this hypothetical trades for a whole month, I came out profitable every single week. And now it's the complete opposite. I mean, I'll be completely honest, I'm not a professional trader. I'm not anywhere near it, but it's just funny how it changes psychologically. So yeah, that's probably it for me today. I'm probably going to do a screenshot of what happened in the market later on. But yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. Right, so I'm in the PM session now. Not much has really happened since. But, you know, I'm just thinking back on it really, and it's a bit annoying on the trailer loss because it was valid. Like the setup itself was valid. Really, I should have had my stops at the highs. Would have been very close to being stopped out, but I should have had my stops at the highs. Could target this fair value gap. What 3R is what it is. If I'm honest, I've seen other people, but this is one of the weaknesses I should have. I shouldn't be looking on social media, but I've seen other people. They have. Where was it? Somewhere around here. Was it the 2 minute? But I've been seeing people entering it like, which is stupid because it's not valid. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I've got a lot of learning to do still. But I look at his entry and it's not really an A+. I mean, hard time finding context, yeah. But when you look at this is like a big push up. You know, it could be a market structure shift, but unless we swept this and wicked it. But, you know, we had this manipulation of BuySide Liquidity, which made me think was going down. But I'm just trying to figure out where it is. Because I know someone was talking about an inverse fair value gap around here. And, yeah, hang on. I'll be back in 1 second. Right, yeah, I'm back. So I saw someone do this. So this fair value gap got inversed, and they entered on the retracement back into it here, and they had their stops. I think it was something like that. But to me, it's like how is that valid? There's no validation, because at the end of the day, we've broken structure to the upside on like 1 minute. You could say the 2 minute. Come on. Oh mate, this chart's really annoying me. You could say that on the 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, could you say that? It's more like a wick, but yeah, on the 3 minute to 1 minute, 2 minute, it was like a break of structure upwards. And the fact that people are saying yeah, it is, although it is correct, it's a liquidity sweep, you'd think that price would then come and sweep this, wouldn't you? You'd think that. But only sweeps here. So yeah, that's what I was thinking really, but to me it doesn't really make sense, because to me this is a break of structure upwards. Like you could say that this here, could really do that there. This could be like a sweep liquidity, whatever. Down, push up, break structure to the upside, and sweep some daily previous highs, whatever. That's what some people would say, but yeah, it's just annoying that I got stopped out on that trade, because that trade wasn't necessarily a proper A+ trade. Or, well, here's what I'm thinking. I think this is counts an A+ trade. This is what I'm trying to determine, because we're in a 4 hour fair value gap. swept London Asia highs. On the manipulation phase of 9:30 to 9:45, we manipulated 30-minute high, 30-minute candle, into a 5-minute order block, which caused the push down to create a 1-minute market structure shift, creating this breaker block, fair value gap, order block up here, respecting all of it, comes down, breaks structure again. So in my head, I thought, right, like balanced price range here, balanced price range here, balanced price range here, everything's balanced. The only thing that really price needs to come up for, if it was to come up, would be for like liquidity here and here and here, sorry. So I thought, right, let's enter. And then I entered somewhere like there. I remember I had 100 ticks or points or whatever it was. Stops, I had my take profit at London lows. Could have targeted much more at the 4-hour fair value gap. Got stopped out, price went my direction, and this happens to me a lot as well. It is quite annoying. ES on the other hand, we had a manipulation, well, really here, 9:30 to 9:45, yeah, we had the manipulation right here. Look at previous price action. $15-minute order block. Rejection. Comes back up, sweeps this BuySide liquidity, massive market structure shift down, which has really been a really nice trade. Respects consequent encroachment, but I'd enter here. Stops at the highs. And this would have been a banging trade. 6R. I'm going to catch a trade like this one day. Just going to keep them working. I'm going to go over the 2022 model again, because obviously that's what I mainly trade. Study it hard. And yeah. So, you know, what we could see here is kind of a accumulation, manipulation to the upside, into the back up here, taking some internal buy stops, then market structure shift, taking out these equal lows, but closing below. Get that off. That was a bullish S&T, but it ended up getting cancelled. Retracement up. Put the fib out. Optimal trade entry, beautifully aligned at the fair value gap. If you really wanted to, you can enter at the 0.618 of it. Stops at the highs, and this I should have entered here. This was a really nice trade. This is why I need to keep an eye on both at the same time. And this is why I know a lot of people have lots of monitors, because I have two screens. Maybe I should do a split screen on 2 different time frames on one and the other, because I want to look at NAS on 2 different time frames, but also look at different asset, like at the S&P. And this could have been an 8R trade. A plus this would have been. I'm just going to say that even that ES trade I took, it is A plus, because we had the breaker structure downwards, the retracement up, you know, market structure shift from a manipulation, right, in a high time frame 4-hour fair value gap, reject off a 5-minute order block. I know that's not a high time frame order block, but we had a strong rejection from that order block. So fuck it. Excuse my French. A plus, I'm going to say. Second trade. Was this an A plus? Sweep of daily previous lows. Market structure shift here. Upwards. I entered on the retracement, if I'm not mistaken, I'm trying to remember, on the retracement of this inversion fair value gap. I've took some partials here, reduced my risk, So actually, let's just think really quickly. Right, so sweat the daily previous low. Is there like an order block below? Look at that, order block. One hour order block. Now let's have a look. Didn't actually realise this. Alright, now look at this. This is an A+ setup as well. Right? Clearly oversold in time frame. Swept a lot of sales liquidity in PD arrays. Once we swept daily previous low, entering a 1 hour order block, market structure shift in 1 minute. Don't know about the 2 minute. Let's have a look. No, just 1 minute. On the 2 minute inversing fair value gap and 3 minute inversing fair value gap. Tracement in, enter, took some partials here. Only lost $100. So both for A+ setups, really, like they were very valid setups. Like, fine, it wasn't the most like typical 2022 model trade where you had the market structure shift and retracement. Mine was more knowing that there was a balanced price range on the lower time frame, and I just entered on the retracement into the order block, thinking that, you know, there's no reason for price to go upwards. Bang, price goes up. I was clear liquidity. There's clearly a lot of traders who took that trade. I actually seen on social media a lot of people have taken the exact same trade I have, which in all honesty does make you feel a little bit better, knowing that clearly I'm not the only person having that type of analysis. And then goes down. So it is what it is at the end of the day. So am I gonna be annoyed with myself? No. Am I gonna beat myself up? No. But I've noticed a lot of people, they take their positions again after they lost a trade. It makes me think about their risk management, in the sense of, I don't actually follow people on social media, but on the rare occasion something will pop up on my feed and I don't mean to look at it, but I do. And it happened today. And they like lost the trade like I did, and then they entered off this inversion fair value gap, and it makes me wonder, like, what was their risk management like? So yeah, that's it for today. Let's quickly just look at news for tomorrow, and then I'll go. Alright, tomorrow's going to be probably it's bad. Thursday, got good news. Cool. Tomorrow might not be the best day for it to leave, but I'm still going to trade anyway. Look at the markets. Obviously, my rule is now trade between 9:45 and 11 a.m. Sorry, 9:45 a.m. to 11 a.m. because of the manipulation phase between 9:30 and 9:45. Happens most times. There's manipulation here. I can go through quite a few things on the lower time frame. This is a manipulation. Let's go to replay. I think I remember this day. Manipulation. That's actually 10 o'clock as well, crazy enough. But even so, 9:30, bang, to 9:45, manipulation up, taking these sell stops up, bang, market structure shift. That was pretty nice. There was another day, if I'm not mistaken. What time was that? So when I say 9:30 to 9:45, as I said before, he could take to 10 p.m. AM, sorry, yeah, 10 a.m. But yeah, so there was another day where it went out quite nicely. Manipulation here, down, but then actually went up to that way, so like almost like a double manipulation. Manipulate up here, then manipulate these sell stops, market structure shift, bang. But yeah, it happens a lot at the start of New York session. There's like a manipulation. This is quite a good example. Here, manipulates this liquidity, push up, bang, bang. Another manipulation, push up. That's what usually happens. So that's why I like to wait until 9:45, so all that volatility is a bit, calm. So yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. See you then.